A chaotic mass shooting scene in Tulsa.
The officers that did arrive were hearing shots in the building.
Tonight, the rampage taking innocent lives inside a medical building.
This campus is sacred ground for our community.
And the questions investigators are now racing to answer.
There is nothing more this community could do for us than to pray.
You're watching Oklahoma's News 4 at 10.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Kevin Ogle.
And I'm Jolene Cheney. Tonight, a gunman and 4 others are dead after a mass shooting at a Tulsa medical building.
Police calling it a catastrophic scene as the tragedy unfolded near St. Francis Hospital earlier this evening.
News 4's Austin Brissett live at the scene. And Austin, what have you learned so far?
Well, Jolene, obviously still a very, very somber night here in Tulsa this evening. We're here just across the street from the building where it all took place. Still several police vehicles and even police tape strewn across the area here at 65th and Yale. Actually, just a couple hours ago, they reopened Yale, which runs just across or right next to the St. Francis Hospital campus. What we know right now is we're told officers here in Tulsa received a call just before 5 o'clock, and they responded within about 3 minutes. Officers then encountered the suspect and the victims dead on the second floor of that hospital building, which is where the scene itself is. Tulsa police have said 4 innocent people were killed, which could be a combination of staff and patients here. They're still working out that whole situation. And the shooter was also found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, bringing that death toll to 5 total people. Now, they say the shooting itself lasted roughly 5 minutes and no officers were injured. The suspect is said to be a black male around 35 to 40 years old who had 1 long gun and a handgun, and it is believed that both were used in this incident. Earlier today, we heard from the CEO of the hospital and the mayor of Tulsa as well.
And as you can imagine, we're an organization that believes in the power of prayer, and there is nothing more this community could do for us than to pray for the families and the loved ones and the victims of this senseless act.
This campus is sacred ground for our community. For decades, this campus has been a place where people have come to work, heroes have come to work every day to save the lives of people in our community.
There will obviously be many questions, and there will be a very bumpy road, I think, ahead of us. But there are over 10,000 people that are part of the St. Francis Health System that every day commit their lives to taking care of people in need, taking care of everyone in need. And this senseless, horrible, incomprehensible act is not going to change that.
Well, another thing here, Muskogee police said they were notified by Tulsa PD that the shooter may have left a bomb at a residence in Muskogee, and Muskogee PD has evacuated that home and notified people in that area to stay inside. An OHP bomb squad unit was on their way to that particular location, and a search warrant is expected to be served of that home very, very soon. We're told a press conference will also be held here at the St. Francis Hospital tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to release more details on this horrific incident that took place here in Tulsa. In Tulsa, Austin Brissett, Oklahoma's News 4.
Reaction to that shooting is pouring in from leaders all across the state tonight.
Governor Kevin Stitt releasing a statement saying in part, quote, "What happened in Tulsa is a senseless act of violence and hatred." Going on to say, "I ask all Oklahomans to come together in support of the St. Francis Health System community and to grieve with those whose lives have been changed forever."
First District Congressman Representative Kevin Hern released a statement saying in part, quote, "There's still a lot we do not know about what happened tonight in the Natalie building, but what we do know is this: multiple lives were taken from us and many more changed forever."
And U.S. Senator James Lankford of Oklahoma saying in part, quote, "It's hard to process the anger that motivates someone to commit such violence, especially at a place that provides care and healing."